What should you consider when buying a house? What factors affect property value? And how do you protect future resale value? Today, we're going to look past all the emotional connections that buyers feel to homes that have the perfect color palette or immaculate staging. And we're going to focus on 5 factors that you should consider when buying a home. And we're starting now. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Erica Monroe. I'm a realtor in the Bay Area and I specialize in Solano County. The home buying process is so often based on a buyer's emotional response to a house. They are enticed by the perfect color palettes, immaculate staging that showcases the home to its best ability, and they sometimes compromise on areas that really they need to consider for resale value. Today I'm going to walk you through my top 5 suggestions on areas that you should not compromise when purchasing a home. Floor plans and floor layouts seem like an obvious item to pay attention to, but so many buyers get fixated on the overall aesthetic of a home. How does the floor plan actually function? How does it flow? Is it going to work for your family to have a separated formal living space as opposed to a larger open concept option? So many buyers compromise in this area because they're enticed by how the home presents. But this is so important to pay attention to, especially for resale value. If and when you go to resell your home in the future, other buyers are also going to analyze a space to see if it's functional for their families. And I'm not specifically talking about square footage. There are plenty of homes that have smaller square footage on paper, but this space is used so beautifully, it flows very functionally, and it feels larger than some homes that are maybe 500 square feet bigger. It's important to pay attention to bedroom sizes. That's near impossible to change, or if you do, it comes at a great cost. How about a separated formal living room? Do you anticipate really utilizing that space? Often it's compartmentalized and it doesn't function with the rest of the flow of the layout. Or how about a converted garage? Garage space is so vital. I know no Californians actually park their cars in their garages, but it's additional living space or storage space. And if that's been converted and utilized in a way that maybe you wouldn't have selected yourself, it's all important to think about for you, the functionality for your family, and future resale value. Strong school districts will always be a major driving force for families moving into a new city. It's so important to pay attention to how the local schools are rated because that's always going to protect your property value. Yes, there may be changes in the future, but changes tend to be very gradual within school districts. Even if you don't plan to have children of your own, or perhaps your children are already grown, if you plan to resell your home, which most folks do, it's gonna help you protect your resale value. Property tax rates, special assessments, Mello-Roos, HOA fees, these are all important things to consider because they increase your monthly payment. Perhaps you are able to take advantage of the incredibly low interest rates right now, but you want to think about this for future resale value as well. As rates continue to rise, it's going to be a smaller pool of buyers that A, are willing to pay the additional tax rates, or B, can actually afford it because it's going to impact the amount of money they can actually borrow from a lender. Higher property tax rates and special assessments can add hundreds of dollars to your monthly payment, so you really want to take time to consider whether you feel comfortable continuing to pay this year after year. Some HOAs, of course, have incredible amenities that make it worthwhile, but some don't offer anything. They consider it management, or maybe they'll blow some leaves around your front yard and call that landscaping. That is something that can affect your property value in the future. It can make your home less desirable to a larger pool of buyers. Commutability, especially in the Bay Area, is always going to help to protect value and resale value because the overall desirability is that much greater. As home prices rise, folks tend to be pushed out further and further from the city, so the more commutable your city, the higher your value will likely hold. Homes that have great access to at least one major freeway, but not close enough that they can hear or see the traffic, as well as great proximity to public transportation, are going to enjoy protected and likely appreciating value. Whether it's a bus depot, a train station, maybe a ferry terminal, Easy access to public transportation is going to continue to be of high importance, as most families already rely on it and will continue to do so in the future. So not only will you benefit from a stress-free commute as the current homeowner, it'll likely protect your home's value and resale value in the future. Location of a house is so important because it's something that you just cannot cure in the future, and you better believe it's going to affect your property value. Do you front to a busy street, or do you back to a busy street? Are there railroad tracks in your backyard or close enough that your home actually shakes when it passes by? Those aren't items that you can cure in the future. And if you're buying in a competitive market like today, some buyers have relaxed their requirements, but that may impact their value and their ability to resell in the future. So this is absolutely one that you should pay attention to and not compromise on. And lastly, having great access to amenities just makes your house that much more accessible. If there are restaurants nearby, perhaps bars, movie theaters, definitely grocery stores, Costco, some big box stores. Anything that's going to help create an immediate community around your home is going to be viewed as more desirable. Everybody has a different checklist for what makes the most sense for them and what's most important to them when buying a house, but I do encourage you to try to look past the beautiful finishes. Homes that are perfectly staged or freshly painted are designed to draw you in and appeal to the largest audience possible, typically generating multiple offers and driving up the purchase price. If you can focus on homes that have great bones, perhaps not cosmetically updated, but are in a great location, a great school district, commutable, there are amenities nearby, that's going to be a major force in helping to protect your home value and resale value. From there, you can decide what upgrades you'd like to make, which will in turn, of course, help your home's appreciation rate. If you're looking for additional ways to increase your home's value, check out my DIY video. Great beginner tips with minimal upfront investment to get you the highest return. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, ding that little bell so you're notified when I post my next video.